Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions.
That cover's so awesome.
This is Mr. Chris Claremont, a legend.
Melanie goes,
Tired.
howdy partners, I'm the uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And join me today for my top 10 most wanted Batman-related omnis from DC Comics. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back, everybody. This is the segment where I talk about my most wanted omnis. I'm not announcing these. I'm not saying these are coming out. This is just books that I want. And if you're wanting to take part in this and vote for what you all want, every year we do a most wanted Marvel Omnibus reprint poll. And then Tiger Eyes, we get together with Tiger Eyes and he does a poll for most wanted Marvel Omnibus that you all get to choose from. And I'll see if he may want to start like a DC list. He's been doing it for over a decade. And, you know, we've been helping him out for the last couple of years. It's been a lot of fun. I get to read them and just talk about the books that you all want. But today is my particular list of Batman-related omnis. I've done my top 20 most wanted DC omnis. That's why you didn't see Batman on the list. I've done my most wanted, or top 20 most wanted Marvel omnis, and then the X-Men omnis, and here we are with Batman. So if you want to see other lists, like top 10 absolute editions or top 10 gallery editions, by all means, leave those comments down below. Let me know what you want to see. Epic collections, whatever. All right, Batman, this is a countdown. But before I get started, thank you so much for watching, but please don't forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy the content you are watching, please subscribe. And thank you to our wonderful patrons. Could not be making videos like this possible without you all. All right, a countdown with number 10. Batman by Tom King Omnibus Volume 1. It's not my favorite series. I've had issues with it. But the reason why I think we need it now is because we have just about everything Batman from that era already collected in omnibus format. We have the Tynion stuff. We have the Peter Tomasi stuff. I'm surprised we don't have this yet. So that's why I'm adding it on the list. Just because, well, I mean, just like I added Flash by Mark Waid Omnibus Volume 2 to my most wanted DC omnis. I'm sure it will get made, just like I'm sure this will come. But in case somebody from DC's watching, hey, better now than later? No, better late than never. It's not even a saying. Better now than later? Maybe that was a candy. Anyway, as you see from my list, I even added the stuff from Flash in here because those deluxe editions did not include the issues of Flash for the Button crossover. I don't know why. And also the little short story from the Winter Special that Tom King wrote. But absolutely the stuff that started off from Rebirth number 1 or Batman Rebirth number 1 all the way to issue number 40. So I'm mapping this in 2 omnis. My second omni, because I'm pretty sure they'll collect things in there like Batman and Catwoman and a couple of the other miniseries, even though Tom King stated that those are outside of continuity. But I guess we'll see. Then again, Batman Elmer Fudd is too, and I'm sure they'll collect it here. Number 9, Batgirl Stephanie Brown Omnibus. Now, I'm sure people are like, what the hell, Omar? I thought you were a Cassandra Cain guy. I am. Cassandra Cain is my favorite Batgirl. But Stephanie Brown also needs some love. Because those trade paperbacks are impossible to find. And they did, I think they released them in 2 thick trades, and those are even getting harder to find. And it's about time we have, you know, some other Batgirls collected in omnibus format. But stay with me, okay? Stay with me. We're only at number 9. Number 8, Batman by Brubaker and Rucka. Now, this series was a little harder to map because there's so much that was happening in those pages. You know, you've got Officer Down, you've got New Gotham, and I almost called it New Gotham, but I feel like with those 2 names, and DC seems to be doing a lot of creator-centric books. Then again, they did change... I don't know, I keep going back and forth with the name. But for now, it's Batman by Brubaker and Rucka Omnibus. Now, this dips a little bit, if you notice, into the Brian K. Vaughan run. Not that it was a huge run for BKV. But it does contain all of Officer Down. Now, if you're probably thinking, wait a minute, why doesn't this go all the way to Batman 607? Just wait a minute. Number 7, Birds of Prey by Gail Simone, Omnibus Volume 1. And I keep going back to this idea that DC has been doing a lot of creator-centric books. They're giving us Secret Six by Gail Simone. We've got a Wonder Woman by Gail Simone, so I'm pretty sure Birds of Prey by Gail Simone sounds good too. And if you're wondering, wait, why didn't you start at Chuck Dixon? 3 words. Ed, Bennis, Cake. That's why. We gotta sell these things. And of course I want a Chuck Dixon Birds of Prey Omnibus. I mean, that's who started it all. And I'm sure we'll get there. But I'm pretty sure with the popularity of Gail Simone's work in Wonder Woman that is being reprinted next year, and the upcoming Secret Six, this is the next step to go. Oh, and it's such a great series, too. Number 6, oh my gosh, I love this series. No one talks about it, but I still preach about it. Manhunter, Kate Spencer Omnibus. This series was so freaking good. And we never got a collection of the last trade paperback. We got all the way to 38, but we never got the Gotham Streets. The Streets of Gotham B stories. So I did add them here for the completist. Alright, for the people that were wondering, why didn't you take this all the way to Batman 607, my Brubaker and Rucka Omnibus? That's because I want a Batman Murderer Fugitive Omnibus. Oh man, this was such a fun series. It kicked off with the Batman 10 Cent adventure. Bruce Wayne has been framed, or maybe he has murdered somebody. He can't remember. And now it's up to the Bat family to come together. And this is during the era when Cassandra Cain was Batgirl. And, you know, right off of No Man's Land, she's still learning to work with these people. She's still learning how to, well, you can find out for yourself. But Nightwing jumps in here to help. The Birds of Prey jump in here to help. And Robin comes in here. So, absolutely. I think they'll probably do this one sometime, though, because it fits right, you know, right after No Man's Land, Omnibus Volume 2, right after my proposed Brubaker Rucka era, and right before the Batman Hush storyline takes over. Number 4. Here she is. Batgirl Cassandra Cain Omnibus Volume 1. Of course I want this. She is the best Batgirl. Sorry, Barbara Gordon. I didn't grow up with you as Batgirl. I grew up with you as Oracle. So this is the Batgirl that I really, really liked. Oh my gosh, she was such a badass. And, you know, she spoke with martial arts. She didn't speak words. And it was just such a unique character. And to kind of shoehorn her into the Bat family, it still works. So you've read her stories in No Man's Land. That's when she first appeared. You know, being the daughter of this assassin Cain. And the stories here by Kelly Puckett, who, by the way, if you enjoyed Batman Adventures, you see a lot of that in here. He was one of the main writers on Batman Adventures. There's a lot of that in here, and it is such a phenomenal story. Volume 1, it would only take 2 volumes, because I would also include in the second volume the miniseries after... Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But I always do when I talk about these books. Like somebody's actually listening and wanting these made. Number 3. I don't care if it's a compendium. I want an omnibus of Nightwing by Chuck Dixon, Volume 1. Absolutely 100% yes. With Alfred's Return, the original Nightwing miniseries with Greg Land on artwork, and then of course the Night in Bloodhaven. Oh my gosh, I love this. This to me, and this is where I would, if you're looking at my mapping, this is where I have Nightwing Year 1 Uncanny Omar Pretty One Day. Because I feel like it would be such an opener to this particular book. You know, you can read it towards the tail end of Chuck Dixon's era, but I feel like it's a better read if you read it at the beginning and you get that better understanding of the relationship of Barbara Gordon and Dick Grayson. Oh man, this was such a good series. I read this series at a real low point in my life, and it reminded me why I love comics. Why, you know, there's always hope. And absolutely. I'm gonna get the compendium. I've got the custom omnis. I don't need this, but I want this. Everybody should get a chance to read. It's beautiful, beautiful artwork by Scott McDaniel. Deserves to be an oversized format. Now I'm not snooty enough not to pick up the compendium. I will be getting that too. Number 2. Batman Contagion Legacy Omnibus. So I put both stories together because they really do belong together. This is the stuff that happens after Nightfall. It leads into Road to No Man's Land with the big earthquake of Cataclysm. It really begins in Contagion. It's a big crossover about a virus that's spreading. One of the Bat family members gets infected and we gotta find a cure. Legacy is my favorite Batman story. It's the return of one of my... Well, no, that's a spoiler. It's a good story. Freaking awesome. That Detective Comics 700 is still solid. And my number one most wanted Batman-related omnibus, I don't think there's even a choice. Batman the Caped Crusader Omnibus Volume 1. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, why are you just doing Batman? I'm just calling it the Caped Crusader. I'm not sticking to the trade paperbacks because I want both Batman and Detective Comics collected in here. And I am including Year 1. Why? Because why not? Here's your origin. It doesn't need to be in here, but I feel like it should be in here. Yeah, absolutely it should be. And for people that missed out on second chances, those trade paperbacks, some of those Dark Knight Detective and Caped Crusader trades that are out of print, that who knows if they'll ever reprint. No need, because here's the omnibus. That's if you're an omnibus person. Hopefully they'll reprint those. But yes, this is one of my most wanted. This is the post-Crisis on Infinite Earths Batman, where he got a new origin by Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli. Oh my gosh, this is such a freaking awesome era. This is the era that I got into Batman. Norm Brayfogle, Jim Aparo doing the artwork. And yeah, this is the era that I would love to see collected in an omnibus format. Now, if and when these books ever do get made, don't forget to pre-order them from our sponsors.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltscomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was my list of the top 10 most wanted, or my top 10 most wanted, Dark Knight Detective, Caped Crusader, Batman-related omnis. Let me know in the comments down below what Batman-related omnis you would want. There were a lot that I wanted, and it was, moving them around. Robin was on this list at first, but I'm like, well, at least he's getting a compendium. There's no sign of that happening to Batgirl, Cassandra, Cain, or Stephanie Brown, or Manhunter, so I kind of moved it around. But Nightwing for sure had to be on the list. Number one was always, by the way, the Caped Crusader Omnibus. That was my own number one, and until it gets made, and spoilers for next year and the years to come, it will probably be staying at number one. But I would love to know your list, even if you only have 3 books, if you like Silver Age, if you like Golden Age, whatever it is, even though Golden Age is almost wrapped up. I would love to know what those are. And thank you so much to our patrons. Cannot be doing this without you all. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.